Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds.
Hey guys, welcome to Entertainment Talk Nation. This is Rob. This video, we're going to do a Patreon request, and we're going to get to that. First of all, I don't even need these fucking things. I don't know why I have them on. I've noticed I've been recording a lot of my videos like that. I only need to wear those when I'm in live stream. So first, bear with the sun glare. This is why sometimes I don't do my videos during the day, because I have to deal with this glare. So yeah, this video is going to be a Patreon request. I might do one or two more videos after this. So, you know, and it's going to be a big influx day probably, because even though I'm off this week, I got a lot of things going on. We have a live stream Friday night. We got a live stream tomorrow night. I have a live stream Thursday night on Facebook. But also tomorrow, I probably won't be able to record during the day because, good news, the book is done. So I'm meeting with my ghostwriter tomorrow. So we can finalize, go through everything, make sure everything's copacetic, and then the book goes into editing, proofreading stage, and I have 3 people that are going to be doing that. My cousin, who I need to reach out to, so you know, she may not do it, so, but I think she'll go ahead and take the deal. And then our very own Jim Guillotine from the Nation Facebook page. For those who don't know, Jim is a published author, and he volunteered to proofread it for me, so I'm definitely going to take him up on that offer. Absolutely. So Jim, if you're watching, thank you for that. So that's tomorrow morning. So that's going to be a long day tomorrow in the morning to get that situated. It turned out it's going to be 2 books now, because there was a time jump, and when I read after the time jump, I didn't really like the way it sounded. I didn't like the way it came out. So we're going to include those 8 years and what happens in the story. So turns out we have to split it into 2 books, which I didn't really want to do, but in terms of the storytelling, it'll probably be better that way. You know, I don't want to skip that much time if it's going to lose so much detail that it's going to affect the last part of the book. So I'm very excited for that. So we're going to do this Patreon request. With the live stream on Friday is probably when I'm going to do all the responses to the prove me otherwise, or prove otherwise, or convince me otherwise video. A lot of responses, a lot of people had a lot to say, so I'm probably going to narrow that down and do it live on Friday night, answer everybody's questions, or comment on everybody's you know, their opinions and their comments and things like that. So Friday night we'll tackle that. That way I don't have to worry about doing it, because we still have some more Patreon requested videos, as well as some people are making requests on that very video, and then there's other topics I want to cover. So there's a lot to do. So this comes from Ryan White, who says, if Godzilla King of the Monsters or Godzilla vs. Kong could be rewritten, would you introduce the same 3 monsters with Kong in the sequel, or would you use different Toho monsters or original creations in order to save Ghidorah for the last film? Would you use a grounded approach like they are to get the box office draw, or would you go balls to the wall, introducing some of the more hard to believe monsters? Okay, so if I were to rewrite this, if I were in charge and I had to make the call on which monsters we took and what goes where, I don't think I would diverge too much from what they've done. What I probably would do is take Ghidorah out of the mix, put Anguirus in this movie. I would have Rodan, Anguirus, and Mothra, and then have maybe 1 or 2 of those monsters carry over into the final film. What I would do is I would have Anguirus, Mothra, and Rodan in this current movie. Then I would shift over and do the Godzilla vs. Kong, and then I would spearhead that and end my Monsterverse with Destroy All Monsters, which would probably be more like what we're looking at now, because this kind of looks like a Destroy All Monsters type deal to me. And then I would have Ghidorah be the final showdown. I would then put Kong in that movie, along with Godzilla, along with probably Rodan and Anguirus. I would have Mothra die off in the prior movie because that's what she does. That's what she does now. But I would have one of them. I just wouldn't know which one. Mothra dying is so like, it's such a blatant, like, obvious pick. So maybe I would kill off Anguirus and shift over Mothra and Rodan. Or just not kill them at all. Bring them all over. I mean, it's Destroy All Monsters, right? So you want to put all the monsters in it. And then in Destroy All Monsters, I would definitely... other monsters I would try to introduce would probably be the ones that could be most believable. I think Varan would be a good choice. Manda would be a good choice. Probably Baragon. He would need a bit of obviously a makeover, but I think he could work as well. You could bring over the insects, Kamacuras, Kumanga, if you want to do that. I probably wouldn't go too crazy because I would want, if I'm bringing these monsters in, I want to give them ample screen time. So I don't want to overindulge, So I would probably definitely probably not kill any of the monsters from the prior movie. Bring over Rodan, bring over Anguirus, bring over Mothra, throw in King Kong, Varan, Baragon, and probably, let me think of one more that I would, and Manda. Those would probably be the three others I would bring over. Because, Manda, you could probably sell her as a sea serpent, or him. Varan, to me, just perfectly fits, and so does Baragon. They just look like monsters that could be real. The insects as well, but like I said, I don't want to overindulge. And that would be the end of it. That would be the end. That's where it ends. And those all kind of fight this massive Ghidorah and probably have Godzilla come out last monster standing, solidifying him as the king of the monsters. You would have, not all the monsters die. I wouldn't have Kong die, but I'd have Kong being taken out of the fight. I wouldn't have Rodan die, but I'd probably have him taken out of the fight. Varan, Baragon, Manda all die, and Mothra dies. And Anguirus survives. But again, all those monsters get taken out of the fight because of Ghidorah. And then it comes down to Ghidorah and Godzilla wins. So that's probably how I would do it. That's probably how I would rewrite it. I would definitely leave Ghidorah as my end-all, be-all monsters. If you thought he was overwhelmed and you want to bring in another monster villain, you could bring in Destroyer. I've always said I think Destroyer works. It's just you have to kind of work him in. So you would probably have to change the whole Oxygen Destroyer thing and do something else with it. I don't really know. That's the hard part. Or you can just, I don't like the idea of changing his origin because I know there's a lot of people who are very, very keen on Destroyer. They love their Destroyer and how he was created and all that. But if I had to force my hand, because the only other villain I would probably bring in would be Destroyer. I still believe, as much as I would love to, I still believe Mechagodzilla is a tough sell. And same thing with Gigan. And I think Destroyer is probably the next best villain you could bring in to the MonsterVerse that you could sell it. Because he is a crustacean, and you could argue that he's kind of a sea creature. So if you wanted to dodge the encumbrance that using the Oxygen Destroyer might bring to the story, then yeah, I think Destroyer would be fine. I think if you have like Ghidorah and Destroyer versus all those monsters, man, that'd be a good showdown. So yeah, so that's how I would do it. That's pretty much, I mean, that's close to balls to the wall. I think they're going balls to the wall right now as it is. You know what I mean? But yeah, so that's it, Ryan. That's what I would do. I would probably shift Ghidorah to the final movie. I would put Rodan, Anguirus, and Mothra in this current movie. I would do Godzilla vs. Kong. Because the thing of it is like, how are you going to follow up this movie with Godzilla vs. Kong? Even though Godzilla vs. Kong is a big deal, the way this movie's looking, man, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough to sell that movie. No, not tough to sell. Like, people are going to go to see it. I just don't think it's going to match up to what we're going to get. But again, that's the speculation. I mean, who knows? We might all go see this movie and hate it. It's too soon to tell. I know that's like talking sacrilege now, but we haven't seen the movie yet. We need to know 100% whether it's something we're going to like. And right now it looks good. We're all very enthusiastic. So, but the sense that I'm getting from this current movie is that if it delivers the way it feels like it's going to deliver, I don't know how you're going to top that with Godzilla vs. Kong, even though Godzilla vs. Kong is a big deal. And I don't know what they're going to do to Kong, because if Ghidorah is this powerful and Godzilla manages to beat him, Kong should be a walk in the park. You know what I mean? You would think. So it should be interesting to see. But anyway, that's how I would do it. So, hey, if you guys have any ideas of how you would rewrite things, I pretty much get an idea of what you guys are going to say. But this is your opportunity. Say it in the comment section. Until next video, and I might be doing 2 or 3 more today, but I might not be doing any. It really depends, because time is limited, and I have a lot to do tomorrow. Oh my God, I'm so excited about the book. So, but anyway, guys, that's it for this video. This is Rob signing off for E.T.N, where we don't do news, we just talk entertainment. Take it easy.
Thank you for watching E.T.N. Click here to watch more content, or you can click here to become an E.T.N patron. Don't forget to leave a comment. Also, make sure you like and share this video. If you want to know when the next video is up, click the notification bell next to the subscribe button. And most of all, make sure to click that subscribe button for regular content.